Well, good morning everyone. It's been a busy morning here on the farm. Suzanne milked me this morning, so I got the kids ready for school. But yeah, I'm at this bonfire here. We're going to light this one. There's another one just up there, and then there's one further up. So we're going to light 3 fires, try and get a bit more burnt out of this. There's actually an old gum log in there, so we're going to try and burn that up, or burn some of it. But anyways, we're standing in the new grass paddock, and it's really flying. So this paddock got drilled at the same time as the other turnip paddock, but the other one got extra seed because it was drilled before that. So there's not as much seed in this one because that got a bit more seed, but it's still doing really well. There are a few flat weeds, but it just seems to be the season for weeds because we've had so much rain, so everything's growing. So yeah, it's been good getting it in early, because we're definitely going to get a grazing off it. It's still a couple of weeks away from grazing, but yeah, we're definitely going to get a grazing off it with the milkers. So yeah, really happy with it. So yeah, I've just lit this bonfire. I was just thinking about lighting another one around the corner so I can get it to light up. There's a lot of cabbage trees in there. It's actually, some of it's from Kindy. We cleaned up some cabbage trees at Kindy, so I'm not sure how well it's going to burn because cabbage trees do a whole lot of moisture. But there's plenty of other stuff to burn. There's old doors and pallets. I don't think that one needs any accelerant. We'll just let that one go. Start another fire on this side. There's some spectators again. This one's taking a bit more to get going because it's been down for a while. There's a big old man pine come down from up there. It's long before I started. So I piled it up, and then we've piled up other bits from the fence line that we done down there, all the barberry, and there was some tree branches, gum, brought that down here, stacked it up, so just got to get it going. That's a good fire. So it's a few odd jobs today. A couple of days ago I came down and connected this wire up. It was broken, but I couldn't tighten it up, so I'm going to do that now. I've had it disconnected for a while because this top wire was broken and it was resting on the hot wire there. So I've just got to reconnect that back up there, and then we'll have power back on this fence. The only bit of mining history we have on this farm is just down here. There's a mine shaft that goes in. I haven't been to it for years. I should actually go and find it one day with the kids. Bit of exploring, so yeah, just go and connect it back up. Connect this fence up to the hot wire. This is the hot wire here. So it's not going at the moment, otherwise I wouldn't be grabbing it. I don't like electric fences. So we've got to go a bit further down and connect it back up. We've had this section of fence disconnected for a while. So yesterday morning we had a couple hours in the morning free, so me and Dad we scraped the edge of these races and we carded the edges, well, all the scalpings, we carded them over to the trough here, and we put it around the trough. We did this trough just in that paddock, the triangle paddock there, and paddock 47 down there, So the reason why we've done it is the troughs have been eroded and the pipe was exposed, and actually had a joiner in the bottom there, and it was leaking because the cows were standing on it. So yeah, we carted it over here. So the reason why we were cleaning off the side of the race is because we've got the digger coming over in a couple of weeks, and we're going to get him to work on this culvert. I'll go into detail when we actually start working on it, but yeah, the idea is to fix that side and prevent the water running over. So you'll see what we're going to do closer to the time. So a little silage update. I've covered it back up, and I'll probably still want to try and use it. A few people have said that it's right to use as long as it doesn't have red or black mold. So yeah, covered it back up and we'll just leave it for now. May try and feed it to the dry cows or the springers or something like that, I'm not sure. So it's pretty good power. I'm happy with that. So I ended up cutting quite a few trees off down the bottom of this fence. Down the bottom there, obviously you can see the bush further down there. Cut a few off there. Right, so it's after lunch. I'm standing in the new grass paddock that got sowed twice, and some parts got done 3 times. Overall it looks pretty good. Really happy with it. Nice rolling green paddock. It's nice not having the stumps across there. The paddock just goes right down to the river now. Yeah, but it looks good apart from the scouring. There's a few rough bits where the waters run. It's got a lot of summer grass and flatweeds and that stuff. It's just going to be what it is. Might direct drill later on or next season some more grass back into it just to try and fill up these spaces, because you can see where I went with the drill for the 3rd time. You see the grass come up here, you see the lines of it, but then there's places where there's nothing and there's seed just on the ground, where the seed drill didn't really get into the ground, it just dropped the seed on top. So yeah, it is what it is. You can see up there it's not too bad, but yeah, no, otherwise I'm happy. It's good to get that grass in early. It was a gamble, but it's going to pay off in the long run. Waiting for the contractor to come with 12 bales. A friend down the road here, he's managed to get another cut of silage off it, so we're buying it off him. So we'll unload it when the tractor gets here. But interesting, I ran the drill out here just to get rid of the last of the seed. You can see seeds coming up, so I'll try not to run over too much of it, but yeah, I just put it through here where where we've been working with the tractor a bit, getting the silage bale. So it's going to get squashed again because we're going to feed that out, but good place to put it. It'll still potentially grow. I'm not sure why some don't. I don't know if someone's a seed expert, but there's some a lot just haven't even germinated, but it could be that it's quite dry. It's actually dried out quite a bit, surprisingly. The stream that comes down into the quarry is actually dry at the moment. It's stopped flowing because there's not enough water, you know, further up. So it's quite interesting. It hasn't been dry for the whole season. First time that stream has been dry. Otherwise it's always had water in it. So very interesting. Well, that's going to be it for today. I was planning on carting some soft rock, but Suzanne's got a meeting tonight, Board of Trustees meeting, so better go back and make sure she's all good back there. Alright, Miriam, should we go home? No, you don't want to go home. No. There we go, madam. Thank you. Say bye. Come on, come on. Come on, come on.